Waalaikumsalam Ustaz.
Okay, baik. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil mursalin sayyidina wa maulana Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajmain. Amma ba'd. Nabda'u darsa bi qiraati ummil kitab al-Fatihah. A'udzubillahi minasyaitonirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin arrahmanir rahim maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in ihdinas siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Amin. Today we are going to inshallah continue with the exercises on the topic of al-hal. Al-hal. Jadi yang tak dapat masuk kelas hari Jumaat baru ni, saya tak sempat nak upload lagi video dia. Lepas ni boleh check lah insyaAllah. So I will just do quick revision on the topic of al-hal. Al-hal, if you still remember, al-halu is an isim, is a noun. And the hukum of the noun is always mansub. Isim, mansub. So this is on the page 57. Okay, so al-hal is isim mansub. And what is the function of al-hal in the sentence is yubayyinu hala sahibihi, is to explain the condition. So hal literally means the condition of its owner. So the owner here means the person which is mentioned in the sentence. And the condition of this, or the state of the owner, waqta wuqu'il fi'li, at the time when an action takes place. So when he does that action, what about him? What's for example, when you say, if you look at the example here, we say qara'a at-talibul kitab. At-talib qara'a al-kitab. So when he read the book, how is he? Or how was he? Huna yaqul jalisan, or he was actually sitting. So he read the book in the sitting position. So the word jalisan, this is what we call as the hal, because it explains the sahibul hal, okay, the sahibul hal, which is the person when he did certain action. So to summarize, hal is to explain the person when an action takes place. So this is what we call as hal. So from our lesson, we have seen that hal is always a mansub. Okay, so it is always mansub. So when it is mansub, you have to put a fathah. But we have also seen that, and this is also from your other lessons, you have seen that when a word is in the state of mansub, so most of the time you will use fathah. But sometimes you cannot use fathah. For example, if the word is musanna, if it is musanna, then you have to use the ya version of the word. So this is the example. If you look at example number 2, al-jumla al-mithalu thani. Al-mithalu thani, this is the hal, jalisin, jalisaini. But now, because this is in the form of musanna, we cannot have a fathah anymore. So we use the ya version. So instead of jalisani, we have to say jalisaini. Why? Because it is now hal, and hal is always mansub. Ya, assalamualaikum Aisyah. Okay, we continue. That is mansub with a ya. And there is another word where you have to use ya instead of fathah. That is jama' muzakkar salim. So this is in the third example when we say jalisin. So now jalisin is referring to tulab. Tulab is jama', therefore the hal must be changed to jama'. So now we have two versions of the word, jalisuna or jalisina, because this is jama' muzakkar salim. So in the state of mansub, we cannot say jalisuna. We have to say jalisina. Why? Because when a word is in the state of mansub, you have to use ya when it is jama' muzakkar salim. Okay, so this is the second alamat of mansub. And there is another word that you cannot use fathah. That is the jama' mu'annas salim. So if you look at number 6, ra'at talibul mu'allimat. So the student, he saw the teachers. Masrurat. How was the teacher? How were the teachers when the students saw them? They were happy. Masrurat, they were happy. So here masrurat is jama' mu'annas salim. So it is a hal, and of course it has to be mansub. So from our chart here, we say mansub, you must use a fathah. Okay, you can try to put a fathah. So you say masruratan, but unfortunately this is jama' mu'annas salim. So the rule says that if the word is a jama' mu'annas salim, if a word is jama' mu'annas salim, you cannot have fathah. Okay, you cannot have fathah. So instead of fathah, you replace it with a kasrah. So this is now the third alamat for a mansub word. So now you have to use kasrah. When is that? If the word is jama' mu'annas salim. Therefore, you cannot say masruratan. Okay, you have to say masruratin. So this chart is actually very important, because this not only apply to the topic of hal, it applies to all topic that is mansub. Topic, for example, maf'ul bi. Maf'ul bi is mansub, so you have to apply this to all words, all maf'ul bi, and so on. Okay, so this is the summary of the. Oh, I forget another thing. The relationship between the hal and the sahibul hal. So there's hal and the sahib of al-hal. So they must be similar. They must match. If this is mufrad, this must be mufrad. If this is musanna, this must be musanna. If this is jama, it must be jama. Now it is muannas. Muannas, they must be muannas. So muzakkar and muannas, they must match the word. Okay, so this is about the al-hal. And finally, if you look at all the words, all these words, they are all in the nakira form, which means they do not have alif lam. So you cannot say we don't say qara'a at-talibu al-kitaba al-jalis. No. Okay, we have to say jalisan without the al. Okay, so this is the summary of the lesson al-hal. So you can watch the video again. Inshallah, I will upload it today. Now, okay, now let us try the exercises. At-tadribat. At-tadribu al-awwal. Okay, I believe some of you have tried this. Okay, let us see al-tadrib al-awwal. At-tadrib al-awwal yaqul ayyinil hal. So this is a very simple exercise. You just determine where is the hal. Ayyinil hal, and also sahibahu, and where is the owner of the hal, which means the word, the person that is described by this hal. Fi kulli jumla min al-jumal al-atiyah. Okay, let us try number 1. الرقم الأول. الجملة الأولى يدرس الأستاذ اللغة العربية واقفا. ما معنى الجملة؟ Anyone? Anyone who wants to try? The Ustaz, what is he doing?
Teaching.
Teaching Arabic. Lugha Arabiyah, Arabic language. While standing, yes, correct. While standing. Waqifan means standing. So it can mean to stand or to stop, but here it is to stand. Yes, so the Ustaz is teaching. So he teaches Lugha Arabiyah. So how was the Ustaz when he teaches Lugha Arabiyah? He is standing, or he stands. So this is what we call as the hal. Fakalima waqif is the hal. And aina sahibul hal? The word al-ustaz, because it explained the ustaz when the ustaz was teaching. Okay, so this is the hal for the first jumlah. Hal wa sahibul hal. So if you look at the two words, they are both muzakkar and also mufrad. Naam. Baik. Al-jumlatu thaniyah. Al-jumlatu thaniyah taraktul baba maftuhan. Taraktu al-bab maftuhan. Naam. Anyone? Ma ma'na al-jumlah? This is from the fi'il taraka yatruku. So why did I do to the bab?
The door is left open.
The door is left open. Yes, correct. But this is not is left. This is I left. This is still in the active voice. So I left the door open. So in the next lesson, inshallah, we will learn how to say is left. So the door is left or the door was left. So we will see that inshallah in the next 2 lessons. So after another Nahu lesson, we will see that. So I left, yes, correct. I left the door open. Yes, correct. So how was the door when I left it? So it was open. Yes, so I left it open. So huna kalimat al-hal, kalimat maftuh. So maftuh is hal. So it explains which word? Does it explain? Yes, it explains al-bab. Good. So in this case, it explains the maf'ul bih. Okay, it explains the maf'ul bih, not ana, not the person. If you compare this to the first jumlah kalimah waqif, this explains the fa'il. Okay, so hal, you can use the hal to explain either the fa'il or the maf'ul bih. So it is up to you. Okay, you can explain both of them. But what word you have to use, we will learn this inshallah later. The choice of words to be a suitable hal, you have to learn another lesson. Today it is just to recognize the hal and to understand what is a hal. Okay, and the choice of word is actually not difficult. The lesson is inshallah we will cover. Now, number 3. Rakam salasa. Ada al-hajjani min Makkah salimain. Al-hajjani ada min Makkah salimain. Now, anyone? Ma makna al-jumlah? The two, yes?
The two Hajj.
The two Hajj.
The two pilgrimage. The two pilgrims, sorry.
The two pilgrims.
Went back, just got back.
Just got back.
From Mecca.
Yes.
In peace.
Yes.
In peace.
Tak dengar. What is the word again?
Sorry. Two pilgrims got back from Mecca in peace.
Salim, in peace. Peacefully. Yes, we can say peacefully, or they were safe. They returned to these two pilgrims, they returned from Makkah safely. Salimai. So Salim is safe, sound, in good condition, so that is Salim. Okay, yes. The two pilgrims, they returned from Makkah in the safe condition. So remember the word hal, as we explained earlier, hal is the condition of the person. So you can also translate this as in good condition. Yes. So ainal hal. Where is the hal in the jumlah?
Salimain.
Salimain, of course, because it explains the fa'il when this takes place. Okay, so this is the hal. Good. Naam. Al-jumlatul rabi'ah. Shariba al-abu al-qahwata sakhinatan. Al-ab shariba al-qahwa sakhina. So the father, what did he do? Sharib al-qahwa.
Father drinks coffee.
And the father drinks or drank the coffee. So what about the coffee? So now this word explains the coffee. It does not explain the ab, because ab is muzakkar. If you look at sakhina, this is muannas. So definitely it does not explain the fa'il. It must explain this qahwa. So how was the coffee when the father drank it? So sakhin bimakna hot. The coffee was hot. So the father drank the coffee when it was hot. So the condition of the coffee, right? So sakhina. This is the hal. Okay, so this is the hal which explains the word qahwa when father drank it. Okay, so this is the hal. This is now the sahib of al-hal. Rakam khamsa. Rakam khamsa. Udhakiru durusi mujtahidan. Udhakiru durusi mujtahidan. So here udhakiru, it is I. What do I do here? Udhakir durus. Anyone?
Mengulang kaji.
Mengulang kaji, yes. So I do my revision. I revise my lesson. Yeah, I study my lesson durusi. Okay, how was so this one is explaining, what do you think? The word mujtahid, this is the hal, but does it explain the fa'il or the maf'ul bih? The fa'il here, where is the fa'il?
Uzakiru.
Uzakiru is the fi'il.
Oh,
Uzakiru is the fi'il, but where is the fa'il? Who uzakiru? When we say uzakiru,
yeah.
ya here is the I. So where is this I?
Who's that bersalin?
It is understood from the word because you have this alif, right? So when you have alif, normally it is for ana. So in this case, the fa'il is hidden. The fa'il, if you remember, in one of the lesson in level, if not mistaken, level 3 or level 4, you have learned the topic of hidden fa'il, domir. So the fa'il here is not a word like the word ab, like the word ustaz in the first sentence. But now the fa'il is not seen, but you know it is there. It is ana. So the fa'il here is ana. So not this year. This is not to say I. This is my lessons. Mujtahidan. So this is explaining the fa'il, which is ana. So who is mujtahid? That is ana. So I do my revision. I do it. How do you translate this word? Mujtahidan. I work hard in revising my lesson. Okay, so the word mujtahid is explaining the fa'il ana. The fa'il ana, so when this action takes place. Okay, so it depends if the ana here is a muzakkar person, then of course you say mujtahidan. But what happens if ana here is a muannas? So what do you need to do to the hal? For example, this is Farahani, for example. So Farahani says, Uzakiru durusi mujtahid. So what do you need to do to the word mujtahid? Now this is for muannas. Anyone? Remember, hal
Mujtahidatan.
mujtahidatan. Yes, correct. Shukran Lina. Mujtahidatan. So it depends. You have to be careful. If the fa'il is for ana, is referring to ana, then it depends to the person. If it is now muannas, so you have to change to mujtahidatan. Okay. So this is at-tadrib al-awwal for the topic of al-hal. Now, any questions so far? Al-hal. Tak ada soalan?
Tak ada.
Tak ada, boleh. Okay, so this is just to identify. Jadi bila kita jumpa nanti kan kita dah boleh tahu lah. So this is hal. So how do you translate the hal? It depends from a sentence to a sentence. Okay, it depends. Tengoklah, yang penting you explain the person or the fa'il or the maf'ul bih. Al-an at-tadribu thani. At-tadribu thani imla'il faragh biwad'il halil munasib. So now you have the hal. They have given you the hal. You just need to find the correct version of the hal. Remember, hal must match the sahibul hal in muzakkar muannas, in mufrad, musanna, and also jama'. But and also another important thing is that hal is always mansub. So which one is mansub? Al-jumlatul ula yuaddi al-muhandisani amalahuma. So the two muhandis, the two engineers, ma makna yuaddi al-amal? Anyone? Yuaddi? Yuaddi bermakna yaf'alu. Okay. Yaf'alu, to do. And another meaning of yuaddi is to lead, but you have to have the word ila, yuaddi ila, then it is leads to. But here it is to do. So the muhandis, the two engineers, they how are they doing their job? Amalahuma. So how? So here the word, the hal here explains. What do you think? Is it explaining the muhandis or is it explaining the job?
The job.
The job. Okay, look at the word nashid, nashitai, nashitun. Ma makna? So we need to look at the meaning before we can say whether it is referring to the job or to the two engineers. What do you think? Look at the meaning. Ma makna nashid? Nashid.
Active.
Active. So what do you think? Can the job be active? Is it the job that is active or the muhandis?
Muhandis.
Muhandis, yeah. So in the end, it depends on the meaning. So in this case, active here must refer to muhandis. So we want to say that the two engineers they do their job actively. So this is the sahibul hal. So since this is the sahibul hal, so what about the hal? Which one is the correct one? Which one is obviously khata?
Nashitani.
Nashitani.
Bukan nashituna.
Nashituna is khata. Okay, yes. So nashituna is not possible. Why not possible?
Sama.
Jamak.
Dia wow.
When your sahibul hal is musanna, so this is definitely khata. So now we have these two. This is for musanna, this is also for musanna. So both can be correct, but which one is the correct one?
Ya version.
The ya version, good. Why ya version?
Mansub.
Mansub, yes. This is mansub. So this is the correct hal. So we don't say yu'addil muhandisani amalahuma nashitani. It is difficult to, it is not correct if you say nashitan. So this is the sahih, the correct hal. Naam, good. Al-jumlatu thaniya. Syahadtu syababa anil ilmi. So this is the fa'il is I. So what did I do? Syahada, yushahidu, anyone?
I saw.
I saw, yes, I saw. So I saw, what is shabab?
Young.
Youngster, the young people. Okay, the teenagers pun semua boleh. Shabab, the meaning of shabab is those who are 15 years old until 40 years old. So these are called the shabab. From 15 to 40. So shabab. So syahadtu syababa anil ilmi. Shabab anil ilmi. Anil ilmi here it is related to this word bahis. Bahis mean, okay, so do you still remember in one of our lesson we have learned the word bahasaan. Bahasa fi bahasaan. To search. Yes, yes, to search, to look for, to find, yes. Here is looking for knowledge. So who do you think the sahibul hal? Is it ana or is it shabab?
Shabab.
So shabab, they were searching for, they were seeking knowledge. So I saw the shabab seeking knowledge. So here the bahis is referring to shabab. So which one is the correct one?
Bahisan.
Bahisan. Okay, let us try bahisan. If we say bahisan is a muzakkar word. Yes, it is a muzakkar word, and in the same time it is mufrad. So is shabab muzakkar?
Bahisi.
Wait, let us finish this. Is shabab muzakkar?
Jamak.
Muzakkar. Shabab is muzakkar, yes. Is it mufrad? Mufrad or jamak?
Jamak because
Jamak.
people.
Yes, shabab is jamak. If you want to say mufrad, then the word is shabun. This is yes, this is a young person, one, shabun, mufrad. So now shabab is not mufrad, shabab is jamak. So therefore the word bahisan here is not possible, it's not correct. Okay, so what about the other two? Bahisin, is this jamak? Yes, this is jamak. Bahisina.
Yes.
This is jamak.
Both are jamak.
Both are jamak too. So both are jamak. Kilahuma. So we say kilahuma, both. Kilahuma. Both are jamak. So both are jamak, but the question is which version is the correct one?
Yeah.
The ya.
Hisina.
Hisina, good. The ya version because this is hal and hal is mansub. Okay. So that is why we say hal. Good. So the question is, the answer is syahadtu syababa bahithina. So while they were searching knowledge, searching for knowledge. Baik. Hazihi al-jumlah al-thaniyah. Al-jumlatu thalitha. If you have any question, please ask. Okay, please interrupt me and ask question. غادرت الطائرة المطار. غادرت الطائرة المطار. So the طائرة غادرت المطار. Anybody remember the makna ta'ira? What is ta'ira? This is from the word tara, yatiru, to fly. Tara,
Plane.
apa dia?
A plane.
A plane, yes, good. Tara yatiru. So ta'ir is the object that flies. Ta'ir. So it can be anything. If you say ta'ir, it is a bird. But to differentiate between a bird and another object which can fly, we add this ta. So here now it is referring to a plane, an aeroplane. Naam. So the aeroplane ghadarat al-matar. The plane ghadara is departed. So the plane departed the airport. So now we want to mention a hal. But is it the hal for the fa'il, the plane, or is it the hal for the airport, matar? So we look at the meaning. What does it mean? Muta'akhir.
Late.
Late, yes, late. So of course this must be the hal for the word plane. Aeroplane, of course, ta'ira. So now ta'ira, we know this is the sahibul hal. So you just find the correct word, the correct version. So is it mutaakhiran or mutaakhirah with the ta?
Ta.
With the ta, of course. So mutaakhiran is khata. So now we have these two, mutaakhirah, both are muannas word, yes. But which version is the correct one to be a hal?
Mutaakhiratan.
Good, because mutahal must be
Mansub.
Yes, must be mansub. So we say ghadaratit ta'iratul matara mutaakhiratan. Okay, mutaakhiratan. Naam. Hadhihi al-jumla al-thalitha. Al-jumlatul rabi'ah, raja'na min ar-rihlati. We apa ni? Raja'na, we return kan. So we return from the rihla, from the journey or from the trip. So we return from the journey. Mubakir, mubakir, these are all the same word. Mubakir, mubakir bermakna the opposite of mutaakhir.
Early.
Early. Yes, early we say mubakir, mubakirin, mubakirun. Yes, so early, of course, this must refer to the fa'il, which is na, we. So how were we when we returned from the trip? Early, of course, but which one is the correct one for we? Nah.
Mubakirina.
Mubakirina, good. Mubakirina. Of course, you cannot say mubakiran because mubakiran is for mufrad. Mubakirun is yes, jama', but this is the waw version, not suitable for mansub. So the suitable word for mansub is, of course, mubakirina. Yes, mubakirina. So this is provided that na here is muzakkar, referring to male people, then of course the answer will be mubakirin. But what if na here is referring to the female students? So they say raja'na minar rihla. What is the suitable hal then? You want to refer to female students, female we. Of course, you cannot say mubakirina anymore because that is for muzakkar. Anyone? Mubakirina, sorry, for mubakir for the female jama and female version.
Mubakiratan.
Mubakiratan. Okay, let us try mubakiratan. With ta marbuta, is this correct?
Yeah.
Mubakiratan. Okay, let us see. Mubakiratan. Okay, now the word is muannas, yes, correct. But if you look at the word, is this mufrad?
Mufrad.
This is mufrad. So now here it is jama. So when this is mufrad, when this is jama, you don't say mubakiratan. You have to change to jama. So we assume here is for jama many than 3. Okay. So of course, what is the word again? Apa tadi?
Mubakirati.
Mubakirati. Okay, let us write. Mubakirat. So you change this to jamak mubakirat. Okay, good. So how do you read the ta? Tone, tan or ten?
Tin.
T. Okay,
Ten.
why not ta?
Because jamak untuk perempuan baris bawah kasrah. Mansub.
Mansub. Because jamak muannas salim, when it is mansub, you don't use fathah, but you use kasrah. T. One T or tanwin? One kasrah or two kasrah?
Tu.
Two kasrah, because there is no alif lam. Okay, because there is no alif. Yes, so this is the correct answer if the word na here is for muannas. Okay, good. And what if this na is referring to two? Of course, you have to change to two. So in the end, it depends on this na, whether it is referring to two, musanna, or referring to jama, or referring to muzakkar or muannas. Okay, so you have to refer this to the context of the sentence. Then only you can find the correct hal, the correct hal. Nah, baik. Wa al-jumlatul akhirah ra'aitu az-zahrata. Ra'aitu zahrata. So ra'aitu. This is
I
more.
saw.
Yes, I saw. I saw the Zahra. Zahra in here is referring, what do you think? Is this referring to a person called Zahra?
Flowers.
A flower, good. So this is not referring to the person. If it is referring to the person, normally a person, if it's her name is Zahra, you don't use alif lam. You just say Zahra. Zahra. Zahra tazhabu ilal madrasa. So in this case, this is not the person. This is referring to the flower. So I saw the flower. I saw the flower. Mutafattih. So the hal is now mutafattih, mutafattiha, mutafattihatain. So these are all the same words. So ma mana mutafattih or mutafattiha? Anyone? This is from the fi'il tafattaha. Tafattaha.
Open.
Open. So of course, this is from the fi'il tafattaha, open. But here it is not open. It is, the flower is
Blooming.
It's blooming. The flower is blooming. Yes. So the sentence, the word mutafattih here must refer to the word flower. So then, where is the correct word? The correct hal.
Mutafattihatan.
Of course, it must be mutafattihatan because it is muannas. So this is the only correct answer. Mutafattihatan. So we say ra'aitu zahrata mutafattihatan. Naam sahih. Okay, so haza huwa at-tadrib al-thani ba. Okay, we choose the correct hal. Now, any questions before we go to al-tadrib jim?
No, Ustaz.
No, Ustaz.
Nah, okay, good. Al-an at-tadrib jim. Tadrib jim, ajib anil as'ila al-atiyah mustakhdiman halan munasiban. Answer the following question. The following questions using mustakhdimah. This is another hal in this sentence. So how are you going to answer the question? You have to use using. So this is another example of hal in a sentence. Using. You have to use by using the hal munasib, suitable hal. And not only that, ma'adabti bishakli. You have to ensure what is the shakal. Shakal here is referring to either the fathah, kasrah, dhamma, or using the correct version of the word, whether you use ya or alif or waw, if it is musanna or jama. Okay, so this is what we mean by dabti bi shakli. Put the correct form, the correct harakah. So if you still remember in the lesson, we say that if you want to ensure if the hal is, the word is hal or not, you ask this question. You ask kaifa. So you ask kaifa, how? How do you do that? How was he? How so and so? So then you can use hal in your answer. So here now they say kaifa. Kaifa tasiru safinatu fil bahri. How? Apa makna tasiru safinatu fil bahr? How was the safina? Safina apa makna safina? Anyone? Safina?
Sheep, Ustaz.
Sheep. Yes, a sheep. Sheep, not a sheep. Kambing, bukan. This is the sheep. So the sheep, how was the sheep tasiru? Sara yasiru. The word tasiru, it depends. The meaning of tasiru, it depends on the fa'il. Who is the fa'il? So if you refer to dictionary, the word is actually Sara. Sara yasiru. So it can mean differently depending on the fa'il. So Sara yasiru, if it is referring to a person, then you can say he walks, he goes. Sara. If it is referring to a vehicle, then depend. If it is a car, the car, what do you say? The car tasiru, the car, what is the word? The car moves. You can say the car moves. Okay, so that is the meaning of that. Tasiru yasiru. Sayara, why the car is called sayara? Can you relate to the meaning of Sarah?
Moving?
Yes, because it's moving. So it depends. It is actually from this word Sarah, move. So what do you think the word tasiru when it is used with safina?
Berlayar.
Belayar lah kan. So in Malay we say belayar lah kan. So in English apa?
Sail.
Sails kan. So it depends. Nak kata dia move, bergerak ke, it depends. It depends on the fa'il that is tasiru. Okay. So kaifa tasiru safinatu fil bahri? How does the ship sail in the apa ni? Al-Bahar? Sea kan.
Sea.
Mana dia belayar? How was the ship when it sails in the sea? So now you want to explain the safina. We make it easier. We explain safina. We want to have a hal. So how was the safina? You want to say, let's say we say the ship moved quickly. Fast. He moved fast. So what is the word? Or slow? Anyone? Fast. Laju.
Sariatan boleh?
Sari'atan. Okay, good answer. Sari'atan, yes. Sari'atan. Sari' bermakna quick. So sari'atan or quickly or fast. Yes. So you say sari'atan. Kaifa tasiru? Tasiru as-safina sari'atan. Fil bahri, of course you can say fil bahri sari'atan. Yes, correct. So sari'atan here is the hal. Answering the question kaifa. So make sure that sari'ah matches this word safina muannas. This is muannas, and in the end, dab bishakli sari'atan. Okay, so good answer. Tasiru safinatu sari'atan. Or you can say, for example, tasiru safinatu bati'atan, slowly. Bati'atan. So this is another suitable hal. Okay. So in this lesson, as I mentioned, this is just a beginning topic of hal, where we only use a single word to explain the hal. But if you learn this in an intermediate topic, or you will learn that you can also use harful jar, okay, to explain the hal, or you can also use the jumlah. This is actually similar to, if you still remember, you have learned the topic of khabar, the types of khabar, where you have learned the khabar mufrad, a single word of khabar, where you have learned the khabar jumlah, khabar where you use a sentence to explain the khabar, or khabar that is using the shibhi jumlah, harful jar. So here you can actually also use jumlah, sentence, you can also use harful jar. Okay, but for this lesson, we just use a single word, enough, okay, to explain the hal. Okay. We try number 2. الجملة الثانية كيف استقبل المدير ضيوفه? How was the mudir استقبل ضيوف? Okay, ما معنى الجملة? Anyone? The mudir, how was he? استقبل يستقبل
Receive.
To receive. So how did the mudir receive his
guest.
his guest? Yes. How did the mudir receive his guest? So here you want to explain the mudir. Okay, let us choose the mudir. Let us explain the mudir. Hal. So how was he when he received his guest? Okay, make it simple. We say he
Happy.
Okay, he received them happily. He was happy when he received them. Okay, so how do you say that?
Sa'id, Ustaz.
Sa'id. Okay, Sa'id. Istaqbala al-mudir duyufahu
Sa'idan.
Sa'idan. Sa'idan. Yes, good. Correct answer. Sa'idan. Again, let us check whether it is correct. You look at the meaning Sa'id. This is referring to the person who is happy. So of course, in this case, it is referring to mudir. Mudir is muzakkar. Sa'id is muzakkar. Mudir is mufrad. Sa'id is mufrad. Yes, correct. Then, finally, you make sure. How do you read the word? Sa'idun or Sa'idan? In this case, it is hal, mansub. So we say Sa'idan. Okay, good. So this is the correct answer. Istaqbal al-mudiru duyufahu Sa'idan. You can also say, for example, Istaqbal al-mudiru duyufahu qa'iman. Standing. Okay. Istaqbala qa'iman and so on. So he stands when he received them. Okay. Baik. Hazihi hiya al-jumla al-thaniyah. We try al-jumlatu thalitha. Al-jumlatu thalitha, kaifa tatbukhul ummu ta'am. How was the mother when he cooked the food? Or not how did the mother cook the food? Or maybe you want to explain the ta'am. In this jumlah, for this jumlah, you can, the hal can explain either the mother, or the food, the ta'am. Yes, you can also say how does the mother cook the food? Is it nicely done or is it
Lazizan.
lazizan? Okay, good, lazizan. Okay, let us. You want to say the food is laziz, right? So she cooks the food, laziz. The food is delicious. Okay, so we say lazizan. So you can start with kaifa tatbukhul ummu ta'ama lazizan. Lazizan. Tatbukhu al-ummu at-ta'ama lazizan. So the mother cooked the food lazizan. So the cook is laziz. So let us check. Laziz is referring to ta'am. Yes, correct. Laziz is muzakkar, ta'am is muzakkar. Yes, correct. Ta'am is mufrad, laziz is mufrad. Yes, correct. And in the end, put a fathah. So now the jumlah is sahih. Tatbukhul ummu at-ta'ama lazizan, because ta'am is muzakkar. Nah, good. Anyone who want to try, for example, you want to explain, now we want to explain the mother. How was the mother when he cooked?
Ustaz,
Yeah.
the screen, I cannot see the screen. Oh, what happened?
Rina?
I cannot see the screen. Is it my phone or
You cannot see the screen?
Yeah.
Boleh?
Tak pejap saya keluar.
Orang lain nampak skrin kan?
Nampak Ustaz?
Pak Ustaz.
Okay, Rina check balik connection. Okay, so now let us try hal which explains the mother. Hal that explains the mother, al-um. Macam mana ibu masa dia masak? Mungkin dia masak tengah marah contoh. She was angry when she cooks the food.
Ustaz, kalau nak cakap dia masak dengan mahir boleh ke?
Boleh, yes. Anything that explains the mother. So macam mana? Dia masak. Tatbukhul ummu ta'ama. She's mahir. So what is the word? Mahiratan. Boleh. Mahiratan. So al-ummu tatbukhul ta'ama mahiratan. She was very expert when she cooks that food kan. So tak payah tengok. Tak payah tengok kuali. Bukan tak payah tengok resipi. Tak payah tengok kuali kan. So mahiratan. Okay, good. So these two words they can be the hal. So tengok lain-lain kan. Satu muzakkar, satu mu'annas. So why? Because it depends on the sahibul al-hal. Naam. Al-jumlatul rabi'ah. Kaifa ya'kulul waladu tufahata? Macam mana? How does the boy eat the tufaha? Tufaha bermakna? Bermakna tufah. Apple kan? Apple, yes, tufah. Tapi why do you have this ta? Normally you say tufah. Tufah without the ta, but in this jumlah we have the ta. So what is the difference between tufah,
The apple.
the apple? If you want to say the apple, you just add the alif lam. So now you say the apple, at-tufaha. But my question is why here you don't have ta? Why do you have ta? Is it muzakkar apple, muannas apple? Of course not.
One. I said.
One. Which one is one apple? Yes, correct.
Ta.
Ta, good. Yes, Renata, you still remember apa yang we have, because Renata took with me one of the courses. So I did explain that for food, for fruit, sometimes you see two versions, okay, especially for fruits. You see tufaha, sometimes they just say tufah. The same with burtukal, you want to say orange. Sometimes you see they write burtukal, the muzakkar version. Sometimes they say burtukala. Burtukala di muannas version. So if you see this means tufaha is referring to a single unit of tufa, one apple. But if they just say tufa, it refers to apple in general. So for example, if you say ana akulu tufa, I eat apple, in general, I don't know how many do you eat. Just to differentiate whether it is apple or other fruits. So that is why they say tufa. The same goes to burtukal. I eat burtukal. How many? I don't know. Maybe just one piece of burtukal. So I here we say burtukal, we just want to differentiate whether it is burtukal, whether it is tufa, whether it is another fruit, rambutan or durian. But if you want to refer to one unit, then you have to have the ta. If you want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, then you need to have ta. Tufahatun, tu tufa, tufahatani, and so on. Okay, the same goes to burtukala. You say burtukalatun, burtukalatani, and burtukalat. That is for jama. If you don't want to mention the number, just say burtukal. The same goes for chicken, for example. You say dajaj. Dajaj. And then sometimes you see they write dajaja. So it is similar. So if you want to say one chicken, then of course you have to put the ta. Dajaja. I ashtari dajajatan. So I buy a chicken. If you say ashtari dajaj, you just want to say, oh, I buy chicken, not fish or not, okay, other food. Okay, so this is the difference between these two words. Okay, kaifa ya'kulul, okay, we go back to the question, kaifa ya'kulul waladu tufaha? So you can explain either the tufaha or the walad. It is up to you. Yes, anybody? Kaifa ya'kulul walad at-tufaha? Ya'kul al-walad at-tufaha. So now we try to explain the walad. So how was the boy when he eats the tufah?
Masrurat.
Masrurat. You want to say he was happy? Happy.
Yes.
Okay. Masrurat. Ra alif ta? Or masruran?
Masrurat.
Masruran. Sahih?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
good. Yes, sahih. Masruran. So you want to say happy, happily. So we check the word masrur. Masrur, this is muzakkar, and walad is muzakkar. Masrur is mufrad and walad is mufrad. Yes, so the word masrur is sahih. Okay, good. Kaifa ya'kulu? Ya'kulul waladu tufahata masruran. Naam. Ya'kulu sa'idan. Naam, and so on. Okay, yes. This is hal for jumlah raqam arba. The easiest is of course hal for the fa'il. Okay, hal for maf'ul, you need to choose the word correctly. Khamsa, kaifa yasumul muslimuna Ramadan? How does Muslims fast their Ramadan? How were them when they fast Ramadan? Kaifa yasumul muslimuna Ramadan? Yasumul muslimuna
Mujtahidin.
Mujtahidin, yes, they fast. They Okay. What is the meaning of mujtahidin in this sentence? Yasumul muslimuna ramadana mujtahidina. Mujtahidina. Manahu, they really fast. They observe all the makruh, all the sunnah and so on. Mujtahid. Mujtahidina. Yes, sahih. Mujtahidina. So let us check. Mujtahidin, this is jama'. Muslimun, muslimun is jama'. Muzakkar, muzakkar. Good. So mujtahidina. And of course, since this is hal mansub, we use the ya version. Naam, sahih. Yasumul muslimuna ramadana mujtahidina. Naam. Sahih. Okay, fahazihi hiya al-jumla al-khamisah. Naam. Wal'an dal. Okay, dal mukhlisan, mubtasimatan, baridatan, mutawadi'an. Okay, I leave it for your homework. So in the next class, if we have the time, we will go back to this. Okay, so try this. Mukhlis, sincere, sincere. Mubtasim, mubtasim, smiling, smiling. Barid, cold, cold, barid. Mutawadi'an, mutawadi' is tawadu. What is the meaning of tawadu? Humble, humble. So humble. So this is for jama'. Mutawadi'at wa khashi'in. Khushu'. So khushu' is the noun. When you want to say I pray in khushu', so we don't say khushu', we say khashi'. Khashi'. But here it is for jama', khashi'in. Okay? So you have to choose the sahibul hal correctly. So first, choose the sahibul hal. And then just put a fi'il. Make sure there is a fi'il in the jumlah. Because if you don't use, if you do not use a fi'il, so it is not possible to have a hal. Because hal, remember from the lesson, we said hal, it explains the person when an action takes place. So there must be a fi'il. Okay, so we try this and we will see the answer in the next lesson, inshallah.